Right now, inside your body, trillions of tiny living units called cells are working non-stop. Imagine each cell as a bustling miniature factory, running 24/7 without ever shutting down. Inside these factories are workers that build proteins, machines that produce energy, recycling units that clean waste, and storage rooms that hold important materials. And just like any well-run factory, every cell needs a boss. A manager who knows exactly what needs to be done, and that manager is DNA. But before we get to DNA, let's dive deeper into what a cell really is. Cells, the building blocks of life. Every part of your body is made of cells. Your skin, your blood, your heart, your brain, even the enamel on your teeth started from cells. There are over 200 different types of cells in the human body, each with a specific job. Muscle cells pull and contract so you can move. Nerve cells send lightning-fast signals so you can think and feel. Blood cells carry oxygen and fight infections. Skin cells form protective layers to keep you safe. Think of it this way: your entire body is a giant city, and cells are its citizens. Some are security guards, some are electricians, some work in transportation, and some build new structures. They each have different shapes, sizes, and abilities, but they all work together to keep you alive. Inside the cell, constant activity, inside. Every cell is a world more complex than any machine humans have ever invented. Your cells build new proteins, repair damage, produce energy, communicate with other cells, remove waste, defend against invaders, and create copies of themselves. The amount of work happening inside you right now is almost unbelievable. Every time you blink, breathe, stretch, or even think about watching the next video, your cells are hard at work powering that action. And even when you're doing absolutely nothing, lying on the couch, scrolling your phone, your cells are still working around the clock. They repair microscopic damage, restore balance, and keep you alive. So when you think you're having a lazy day, remember, your cells never, ever take a break. DNA, the ultimate instruction manual. Now let's talk about the manager, the one who organizes all this cellular chaos. Inside almost every cell is DNA, a long spiraled molecule made of chemical letters. DNA is the instruction book that tells the factory, the cell, exactly what to do. It contains all the information that makes you you: your height, your eye color, the shape of your nose, the way your organs develop, even parts of your personality. All of that information is stored inside DNA. Think of DNA as a recipe book, but instead of teaching you how to cook pasta or make a cake, it teaches your cells how to build a human body. The mind-blowing scale of DNA now. Here's something that sounds like science fiction, but it's true. If you took all the DNA from just one human cell and stretched it out, it would be about 2 meters long. Now imagine doing that with DNA from all the cells in your body. It would stretch from the Earth to the Sun and back over 600 times. That is how much information is packed inside you. Every second, your cells read instructions from DNA, follow them, and update them. And DNA has a backup plan. If one cell gets damaged, the body can often repair the DNA or replace the cell entirely. Cell repair, your body's automatic maintenance system. Your body is constantly fixing itself without you noticing. Every second, millions of old, weak, or damaged cells die. Millions of new cells take their place. This process keeps you healthy and functioning. Your skin replaces itself roughly every month. Your blood renews its cells constantly. Your stomach lining regenerates every few days, and all of this happens automatically. It's like your body has millions of tiny engineers and repairmen working night shifts, morning shifts, and overtime, all without asking for food, money, or holidays. Why cells matter more than you think. When you look at your body in the mirror, you see one whole person. But in reality, you are a living universe made up of trillions of tiny, intelligent, hard-working units. They cooperate, communicate, and coordinate better than any human-made system. You don't have to tell your heart to beat, your wounds to heal, or your bones to grow. Your cells already know what to do, because DNA gave them the blueprint. So the next time you feel unproductive or lazy, remember this. Even on your slowest day, even when you're just lying in bed, your cells are having the busiest day ever. Imagine your brain as the CEO of the world's most advanced company, and the nervous system as the giant communication network that connects every single employee. every machine, and every department. Nothing in your body happens without the brain knowing about it, managing it, or approving it. It's the ultimate boss. Right now, as you watch this video, your brain is juggling thousands of tasks at once. It's processing the sound of my voice, controlling your breathing, watching your surroundings, balancing your posture, storing new memories, and maybe even thinking about what snack you want next. And it does all of this effortlessly, in microseconds. A supercomputer inside your skull. Your brain sends chemical and electrical signals through your nerves at unbelievable speeds, up to 120 meters per second. That's faster than some sports cars on the highway. These messages travel through a vast network of nerve cells called neurons. If you lined up all the neurons in your body, the chain would stretch for hundreds of miles. But what's even crazier is the number of connections between them. Your brain has around 100 billion neurons, and each neuron can connect with thousands of others, forming trillions of communication pathways. It's more complex than any computer ever built. Think of neurons like the internet cables of your body, constantly sending data, signals, commands, and updates. And whenever you learn something new, your brain literally rewires itself, building stronger and faster connections. Every thought, every memory, every dream is made of these electrical impulses. Two types of work, voluntary and involuntary. Your nervous system has two main jobs, and together they run your life. Voluntary actions, things you choose to do. These are the movements and actions you consciously control. Want to raise your hand? Shoot a message to a friend? Wave at someone? All of that starts in your brain. Here's what actually happens. Step 1, you decide to do something. Step 2, your brain creates an electrical signal. Step 3, that signal travels through your spinal cord. Step 4, it moves through nerves to your muscles. Step 5, your muscles contract and boom, you move. This entire process happens so fast you don't even notice it. You think, you act. But inside your body, millions of neurons are firing in perfect coordination to make every movement smooth and instant. Even simple tasks like picking up your phone involve coordination balance, muscle control, vision processing, decision-making. Your brain is basically a multitasking genius. Involuntary actions, things your body does. Automatically, then there's the second type of work your brain handles, the stuff you don't think about. These are the automatic processes that keep you alive every moment. Breathing, your brain constantly monitors your oxygen and carbon dioxide levels. If you need more oxygen, it increases your breathing rate. If you're relaxed, it slows down. You don't have to think, okay, inhale, exhale. Your brain does that for you, 24/7 heartbeat. Your brain tells your heart how fast it should pump based on your activity. If you're exercising, your heart speeds up. If you're resting, it slows. It's like having a personal cardio coach inside your head. Digestion, after you eat, your brain tells your stomach to release acids, your intestines to move food along, and your cells to absorb nutrients. Even hunger and thirst are controlled by the brain. Temperature. Control feeling hot? Your brain makes you sweat. Feeling cold? You start shivering to create heat. It's your internal thermostat. Dreaming when you sleep, your brain creates entire worlds. It organizes memories, solves problems, and restores your body. Dreams might feel random, but they're one of your brain's ways of helping you learn and recover. All of these actions happen without your permission or awareness. If your brain stopped handling involuntary functions, you'd have to manually remind yourself to breathe, pump your own heart, digest food, and control your temperature. You'd last maybe 10 seconds. The brain runs on electricity, and you're always powered up. Here's a fun fact that surprises everyone. Your brain uses more electricity than any other organ in your body, even though it makes up only about 2% of your body weight. It uses around 20% of your total energy. That's enough electricity to power a small light bulb. So yeah, whether you feel productive or you're literally always lit. Your brain is never truly at rest. Even when you sleep, it's repairing cells, organizing memories, cleaning out toxins, and running your body's automatic systems. Your nervous system, the body's fastest messaging service. The nervous system connects everything. It carries messages from your brain to your muscles, It delivers signals from your skin to your brain. It warns you of danger. It helps you move with precision. It stores skills and habits. It lets you feel pain, pleasure, heat, cold, and touch. If you touch something hot, your nerves tell your brain instantly. In fact, your body sometimes bypasses the brain to protect you. Your spinal cord can make you pull your hand back even before your brain realizes what happened. That's how fast your nervous system reacts. The most complex system ever known. Scientists call the brain and nervous system the most complicated structure in the universe. No machine, no robot, no computer can match its speed, flexibility, creativity, or learning ability, and yet, most of the time, you don't even notice it working. So, take a moment and appreciate this incredible command center inside your skull, making decisions, controlling your body, and shaping your entire experience of life. To understand how the human body works, we need to ask a simple but powerful question. Where does your body get its energy from? Because everything you do, thinking, walking, blinking, laughing, even daydreaming, requires fuel. That fuel comes from two main sources, food and oxygen. And that means two systems are working non-stop to keep you alive, the digestive system and the respiratory system. Let's break down how these systems turn your daily meals and every breath you take into the energy that powers your entire body. The digestive system, turning food into fuel. Imagine eating your favorite meal. Maybe it's noodles, pizza, rice, or a giant burger. It tastes delicious, but your body doesn't care about taste. Your body only cares about one thing, extracting the energy and nutrients hidden inside the food. And to do that, food has to go on a long journey, one that starts in your mouth and ends in, well, the same place most journeys end, your bathroom. Let's walk through it. Mouth. The first processing station, digestion, begins the moment food enters your mouth. Your teeth break the food into smaller pieces, and your saliva mixes in with special chemicals called enzymes that start breaking down carbohydrates. Before you even swallow, digestion is already happening. Your mouth is basically the pre-wash cycle of the entire digestive process. Esophagus, the food slide. Once you swallow, your food doesn't just fall into your stomach. Your esophagus uses muscle contractions, called peristalsis, to gently push the food downward. It's like a soft, moving conveyor belt guiding your food to the next station. Stomach, the food blender now, things get intense. Your stomach releases powerful acids and enzymes so strong they can dissolve metal. Good thing your stomach lining keeps you safe. Food churns and mixes until it becomes a thick liquid called chyme. This step is like blending food into a smoothie, so your body can absorb nutrients later. Small intestine, the nutrient extraction center. This is where the real magic happens. Your small intestine is long, around 20 feet, but tightly packed into your belly. Its job is to absorb nutrients like carbohydrates, energy proteins, muscle repair fats, long-term fuel, vitamins and minerals, body functions and immunity. Your liver and pancreas also join the process here, sending in more chemicals to help digestion. This is the moment when your body pulls out all the useful stuff it needs to survive. Large intestine. The final stage, what's left over, is mostly waste and water. Your large intestine absorbs the remaining water, forms solid waste, and eventually, you know the rest. Let's just say this is the part where your body says, okay, I've taken what I needed. You can go now. The respiratory system, the oxygen delivery team. So food gives you nutrients, but nutrients alone aren't enough. Your cells need oxygen to turn that food into usable energy. That's where the respiratory system comes in, your own built-in air processing factory. Every time you inhale, you bring in oxygen. Every time you exhale, you remove carbon dioxide, a waste gas your cells don't need. Let's break it down step by step. Nose and mouth. The air entry points. When you breathe in, air enters through your nose or mouth. Your nose actually warms, filters, and humidifies the air to protect your lungs. It's like a free built-in air purifier. Trachea. The air highway air travels down your windpipe, which splits into two branches called bronchi, one leading to each lung. Lungs, the gas exchange. Hubs inside. Your lungs are millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli. These sacs are surrounded by tiny blood vessels. When oxygen enters the alveoli, it passes into your blood. At the same time, carbon dioxide, your body's unwanted gas, moves from your blood into the alveoli so you can breathe it out. This process happens incredibly fast. Every breath you take supplies oxygen to trillions of cells. Why oxygen matters. So much your cells use oxygen to break down the glucose, sugar, from the food you eat. This process creates energy, the kind your body uses to think, move, grow, and heal. Without oxygen, you cannot access any of the energy from food. That's why you can survive weeks without eating, but only minutes without breathing. Digestion plus breathing. Energy for life. The digestive and respiratory systems work together like best friends. You eat food. Your digestive system extracts fuel, you breathe oxygen. Your respiratory system provides the spark together. Your cells create energy. It's like cooking, food, 12 ingredients. Oxygen, the fire cells, the kitchen energy, the final dish, and this energy is what allows everything else in your body to function. Your brain to think, your heart to pump, your muscles to move, your immune system to defend you. Your body to grow and repair every step you take. Every heartbeat, every blink, every laugh is powered by the teamwork of your digestive and respiratory systems. A machine that never stops working. Even right now, both systems are busy. Your digestive system is breaking down your last meal. Your lungs are pulling in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. Your cells are producing energy, and your body is using that energy to keep you alive. You might be sitting still, but inside you, two of the busiest systems on Earth are operating full-time. And the best part? They do it all without ever asking for instructions. Your body is always on the move, even when you aren't moving at all. Nutrients from your food, oxygen from your lungs, hormones from your glands, heat from your cells, and even waste materials all need to be constantly transported to the right places at the right time. And the hero responsible for all this movement is your circulatory system, powered by the hardest working muscle in your entire body, your heart. Think of it like this. If your body were a massive city, the heart would be the central transportation hub, and your blood vessels would be the highways, streets, and alleyways that connect everything. Nothing works without this network. Let's take a deep dive into this system, one that keeps you alive every second of your life. The heart, your built-in power. Pump. Your heart is an incredible machine. It beats about 100,000 times a day, every day of your life. It never complains, never asks for a day off, and never takes a break, not even when you sleep. If it stops, even for a few minutes, that's it. This is how important your heart is, but what does it actually do? Imagine a powerful water pump that pushes liquid through thousands of miles of pipes. That's exactly how your heart works, except instead of water, it pumps blood. And instead of pipes, it uses 60,000 miles of blood vessels. The distance is long enough to circle the earth more than twice. Inside the heart, there are 4 rooms called chambers, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, atria, top chambers. Receive blood ventricles, bottom chambers, pump blood out the left side of your heart pumps oxygen-rich blood to your entire body. The right side pumps oxygen-poor blood to your lungs to pick up more oxygen. It's a perfect, balanced, nonstop system. Blood, the body's delivery service. Now let's talk about the star passenger, blood. Your blood is far more than just a red liquid. It is your body's ultimate delivery service, carrying everything your cells need to live, grow, repair, and function. Blood carries oxygen from your lungs, nutrients from your digestive system, hormones from your glands, heat from your cells, immune cells to fight infections, waste products to be removed. In a single drop of blood, there are about 5 million red blood cells, thousands of white blood cells, and millions of tiny platelets, red blood cells, the oxygen carriers. These are like little delivery trucks filled with oxygen. They pick up oxygen in your lungs and drop it off to cells all over your body. White blood cells, the bodyguards, these protect you from germs and infections. Platelets, the repair team, when you get a cut, platelets rush to fix the damage and stop bleeding. Blood isn't just important, Your body literally can't survive a single moment without it flowing. Blood vessels, the highway system. Your body has 3 types of blood vessels, and each has a special job. 1. Arteries, the delivery express. Arteries carry oxygen-rich blood away from your heart and send it to every organ. They have thick, strong walls because the blood coming out of the heart is pushed with high pressure, like water blasting through a hose. Human's veins, the return route. Veins carry oxygen-poor blood back to your heart. They don't have as much pressure, so they have special one-way valves to prevent blood from flowing backward. 3. Capillaries, the tiny bridges. These are the smallest blood vessels, so small that red blood cells have to squeeze through them one at a time. This is where all the real exchange happens. Oxygen goes into your cells, carbon dioxide comes out, nutrients get delivered, waste products get picked up. Capillaries are like millions of small doorways connecting your blood to every part of your body. How the circulatory system keeps you alive. Every second, your heart pumps blood through your entire body. Let's follow a drop of blood on its incredible journey. Step 1. Oxygen pickup. Blood travels to your lungs, picks up oxygen, and becomes bright red. Step 2. Body delivery. Your heart pumps it out to your brain, muscles, skin, organs, everywhere. Step 3. Gas exchange. Blood drops off oxygen and picks up carbon dioxide. Step 4. Return trip. It travels back to the heart and then to the lungs to release the carbon dioxide. Step 5. Repeat this cycle happens again and again, about once every 20 seconds. This means in just 1 minute, your blood makes a complete trip around your entire body. Why this system is so amazing? Here are some mind-blowing facts. Your heart pumps around 2,000 gallons of blood every day. Your body has enough blood vessels to wrap around the planet twice. Your heart beats about 3 billion times in a lifetime. Every cell in your body is just seconds away from receiving fresh oxygen. Even your emotions affect your heart. And stress speeds it up. Calmness slows it down. Happiness makes it beat more smoothly. Your heart is not just a pump. It's deeply connected to your life, your feelings, and your energy. The circulatory system. The ultimate support team. Without this system, your brain would shut down, your muscles couldn't move. Your organs would stop working, your cells would starve and suffocate. Everything in your body depends on the circulatory system working perfectly. It is, without a doubt, one of the most important systems that keeps you alive every second, from your first heartbeat before you were born, into your very last. If you'd like, I can now expand Section 5, the immune system, the body's defense army, in the same engaging style and word count. Every single day, without your knowledge, your body fights a war. A real war. You don't see it. You don't feel it. But your body is constantly under attack by millions of bacteria, viruses, and harmful particles entering through your skin, your mouth, the air you breathe, and the surfaces you touch. And yet, you stay alive, healthy, and functioning. Why? Because your immune system, your body's own defense army, is always on duty. It never sleeps, never takes breaks, and never lets its guard down. Let's explore how this incredible biological army keeps you safe every moment. The immune system, a complex defense force. Imagine your body as a protected kingdom. Your immune system is the army that guards the borders, patrols the streets, monitors every entry point, and destroys intruders on sight. This army is made up of white blood cells, antibodies, bone marrow, lymph nodes, skin and stomach acid, spleen and thymus, chemical messengers. Every part has a different job, and together they create a defense system more advanced than any military on Earth. The first line of defense, the barriers before invaders even enter your body. Several barriers are already protecting you. Skin, the protective. Wall. Your skin is your first shield. It blocks germs from entering your body. It's tough, waterproof, and constantly renewing itself. Mucus, the sticky trap inside your nose and throat. Mucus traps dust, bacteria, and viruses so they can't enter deeper into your body. Stomach acid, the germ destroyer. If any germs manage to get in through food, your stomach acid destroys most of them instantly. These barriers stop millions of potential invaders every single day. The second line of defense. The rapid response team. But what if something does get inside? What if a germ sneaks past these barriers? That's when your immune army springs into action. White blood cells. The foot soldiers, white blood cells are your body's rapid response team. As soon as they detect an intruder, they rush to the area and attack. There are many types, each with a special role. Neutrophils, the first responders, rushing to battle within minutes. Macrophages, big cells that eat germs and clean up the mess. Natural killer cells, destroy infected cells before they can spread. Dendritic cells, scouts that warn the rest of the immune system. These cells are always patrolling your body, checking every corner for signs of danger. The third line of defense, the special forces. If the invader is strong or persistent, your body sends in its elite team, lymphocytes, which include T cells and B cells. These are the smartest, most advanced soldiers in your immune army. T cells. The tactical commander's T cells identify infected cells, help direct immune responses, and destroy cells that viruses have taken over. They act like both generals and assassins. B cells. The weapon maker's B cells create antibodies, which are like guided missiles. Each antibody is designed to target a specific enemy. Once antibodies lock onto a virus or bacteria, they neutralize it, mark it for destruction, prevent it from infecting more cells. This is one of the reasons vaccines work. They teach your B cells how to create the right antibodies before you get sick. Memory cells, your body, never forgets an enemy. Here's one of the most amazing parts of the immune system. After winning a battle, your immune system creates memory cells. These special cells remember the invader, sometimes for your entire life. So if the same virus or bacteria enters again, your body reacts instantly. You might not even feel symptoms. Your immune army defeats the enemy before it can even start a fight. This is why people usually don't get diseases like chickenpox twice. The immune system remembers the intruder and destroys it faster the second. In time, what about a fever? Your body's war strategy. When you get an infection, your body sometimes raises your temperature. Why? Because most germs can't survive in high heat. If fever is actually a sign that your immune system is, working hard to protect you, like raising the temperature of a battlefield to weaken the enemy. You feel tired because your body wants you to rest so it can focus all its energy on fighting the invader. Because immune system never stop. Even right now, your immune army is on patrol, checking your blood, monitoring your lungs, guarding your stomach, watching your skin, inspecting your organs. Every breath you take brings in new particles. Every touch exposes you to new bacteria. Every meal introduces new microbes, and your immune system handles all of it, quietly, powerfully, and without your awareness. Why your immune system is a miracle. Think about it. You don't control your immune system. You don't tell it when to attack. You don't direct it in battle. It simply knows. It recognizes millions of different enemies. It adapts. It remembers. It protects you from dangers you never even notice. Your immune system is nothing short of a biological miracle. Your personal superhero team working behind the scenes so you can live your life without fear.